The defense headquarters says the recent bombings in Borno State is a response to the successes in ongoing military operations in the country. The Director, Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, who made this known in a statement while commiserating with the victims, described the incident as Nigeria receding into a state of war. While reenacting the gory incidents that led to the loss of lives over the weekend, Buba further described the terror attacks as comprising of multiple person-borne improvised explosive device, otherwise known as suicide bombings. He assured that troops will stop at nothing to take the terrorists out of the battlefield. Reacting to the statement, a peace and security expert, Gaskia, who spoke to TV360 Nigeria, said due to the nation's porous borders, the violence can spread to other parts if necessary security measures are not implemented.
When we look at the crisis of the Boko Haram insurgency and the splinter groups in the Northeast, the tendency has always been to just to talk about the base states, that's the Borno, Adamawa, and the Yobe states. But there are 6 states in the Northeast where terrorist cells, sleeper cells, can be incubating, and across which territory suicide bombers or a column that is going on an attack could pass through. The same thing if you look at the Northwest. Again, the tendency in the Northwest is to look at Zamfara, Kebbi, and Katsina as, again, the epicenters of the banditry. But then again, the Northwest has 7 states. And so what this is saying is that beyond, because I think there is a lot of that is happening, beyond this, the attempts at building synergy across and among the security agencies and the military formations, it is even more important to build synergy geographically across borders in this state. So yeah, the response to the crisis, to the jihadist crisis in the Northeast, should be a Northeast response, and not just a response in those states. And so it's in that sense that what the commissioner said makes sense. And that's why it's important to have more coordination among states, among state governments in these geopolitical zones, the Northwest governors, the Northeast governors. So and it's not enough to simply just have the governors forums at the geopolitical zone level, just meeting, and then moving from meeting to meeting. It's about how do you then ensure that you are mutually, that you have joint plans of action, joint responses, and that you are mutually coordinating your responses.